Oh, Sauber outscores Red Bull again.
I think they're probably like 5th or 4th fastest now. Just crazy. They might be like on Ferrari's level almost.
Yeah. Honestly, since Wheatley took over, they kind of just found like another gear.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm muting you guys because I'm doing comms, so you might want to mute me too.
Oh,
All
bet.
right.
Yeah. Oh wait, I'll just go to another
Cheers.
party. I'll just go to another party.
We'll
Okay.
we'll talk to you later, Bone.
I'll go to another
All right,
party. Don't worry
bro.
about it. Later, boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Episode number 2 of the Lightning Cup, season number 2. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I am T-Bone. We are here at a very wet Japan. All right, folks. Maybe we'll do a little grid walk here. I'll pop into these guys' voice parties. Shout out to Curry there. Curry, you just missed it, my friend. Last call. Missed it by 2 minutes. Guys, this is the Lightning Cup. I am T-Bone. We are here at Suzuka. Full qualifying as usual here in the Lightning Cup. Very exciting. First off, I want to shout out some of the guys unable to attend today. Mango, Frozen, Spenny, and hopefully we'll see them next week. But first off, first car out of the pits right here is Jordan 2 Wavy, the Rain Man himself. He loves these treacherous conditions, folks. And he'll be the first out on his hot lap. As usual, a great star-studded field today. Always exciting in the Lightning Cup, man. I cannot wait. Let's just ride on with Jordan 2 Wavy here for a moment. I'll be back at you in 30 seconds. Thank you, everyone. Okay, folks, we are here getting back into gear. Jordan 2 Wavy, the first car out on a lap. Not the best lap for him right now, just kind of getting a feel for things. I'm not sure if the rain will keep up at this rate all qualifying session. We'll just keep an eye on that. Again, B-Tom leading right now in the standings after one race. Our defending champions. Shout out to B-Tom, the artist formerly known as CPI. Couple reserves. I got to give a shout out to Bats Plus in the mix. Froggy Boggy, 15 years old, youngest Mushroom Cup race winner in history, accomplishing that feat 2 weeks ago. Also in the mix here, we got Crazy Ratudo, a.k.a. Luis, driving and spilling tequila everywhere he goes. He is used to not having the traction. Shout out to Luis, Crazy Ratudo. Jordan 2 Wavy there with a 156. First car to complete a lap. Robin R, of course, our top reserve in the field here too, heading off to the land of America, soon to play soccer, so shout out to him. Limitless Draco right here in validation. Let's have a look here with Cam Rudy on his lap. Cam Rudy, of course, commissioner and admin of Core Drive Racing. And he is teamed up with Stewie, who is unable to attend still. But shout out to Cam, shout out to Stewie. There is Mac T, the king of the quad overtake, with a 147 hopping on to the pole for the time being. Garaza, Tom's teammate right there. These guys are good buddy. Shout out to Tom, of course. He cut off half his hand in an accident. It was half man, half a finger, but apparently it was half his hand. And, yeah, so shout out to Tom racing with half a hand here. Very impressive. I don't know how he's doing it. Let's have a look, though. Here's Garaza, still a very accomplished driver in his own right, and I'm glad that he'll be around more this season. How about this guy right here, Ferrari Pro, pulled an all-nighter PRL race, watching the F1 race, and now he is here, that espresso machine, putting in those overtime hours today for Ferrari Pro in the Haas, representing Australia. Another heavy hitter here, TTV Kaname, invalidated, shout out to him. Goatley, my man, with a 147.4 right there. Goatley, absolutely rapid. He's got a little crazy in him too, and this goat will buck you non-stop. I said buck. There's Jordan. Cam Emerge, of course, here in the mix as always. Emerge the KDs, one of the strongest men I've ever seen in esports, of course. He just picks trees out of the ground, deroots them for fun. Again, he has muscles in places you do not even have places, folks. This is Emerge. And there goes Justin Schrei with a 144.4, followed by Gregory Jennings. Of course, Greg and Chenzo, my favorite team here, the Red Bull team, the class of the Mushroom Cup, now working together, and they are in a voice party as well. Maybe we'll go in there, mosey on in there, get some comments, just maybe not at this moment. So shout out Greg, shout out Chenzo. Chenzo, our winningest driver in the Mushroom Cup, most wins, most titles. Those are some beautiful cherry blossom trees, by the way. But yeah, he's finished that lap. So we got Justin Schrei, Greg Jennings, Limitless Draco, Mac T, Jordan 2 Wavy, B-Tom. Again, top 15 will advance here in this qualifying session. Still 10 minutes to go. A lot can transpire in that time, folks. And again, we're just excited for another season of the Lightning Cup. Shout out to all the other leagues too, PRL, LSR, IFM, the DRS League, Core Drive Racing, SRL, and anyone I forgot. I know I forgot someone. It's not intentional. Shout out everyone there. And let's see who we can pop in on. Robin R has been popped in on. Hopefully he's got a lock on that bedroom door right now, folks. Last time his mom came in and hit him square on the forehead with a frying pan, and it did throw off his race. So Robin R will look to bounce back from past tragedies and mishaps. One of our favorite guys, of course. And how about the Sauce Man, coming off a podium last week here in the Lightning Cup. What a great start to the season here from the driver representing Ecuador, hailing from that Empire State, New York City, the Big Apple itself. And he is looking to take another bite out of this field, especially with this grid. Sauzetti looking very impressive lately. How about Illyrian, defending Mushroom Cup champion, still trying to find his wings, if you will, on this new game, but I have no doubt he will find that. And of course, Bats Plus Check out his store on eBay and Shopify selling baseball bats. Everyone can use them, from the recreational player all the way to HMP hooligans. He's on those inters. And there is TTV Kaname with the hole right there. And he's on those inters, folks. So we're going to probably see a lot of guys elect to experiment on that tire. Kaname, Justin Schrei, and my favorite driver, Mr. Greg Jennings. People say that I overrate Greg Jennings. All I said was he's the best driver in the world. As everyone rolls their eyes. Here's Limitless Draco, of course. Made a splash in our league system lately, too. Very exciting, aggressive, electrifying driver hailing from Singapore. Teammates with TTV Kaname and one of the head admins over at SRL. So we'll just keep an eye here on Draco. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in, racing, supporting, whatever it may be here for the Lightning Cup action. I like to think we always have some good, exciting racing on Sunday to offer. If it keeps getting this good, I might have to step in there and show these guys, you know. We all know what I can do at Spain. Although, I think I overrate myself a little bit at Spain, too. I think it's just the only track I'm not completely ass at, so... And some would say I'm still ass there. So Kaname, how about Tom 1998, half man, half a finger. Absolutely incredible job right here. Tom, we know what he can do. Tom 1998. Good Lord, that makes me feel old. 1998. I think that's when I had my first beer. I'm kidding. Maybe. 2001. So Leader Liebag will be joining me soon in the booth as well. 6 minutes left here in Q1. I am T-Bone. This is the Lightning Cup, folks. And I am excited that everyone joined us. Beautiful day here in sunny Toronto, Canada. Hope it's beautiful wherever you are today in the world. And I hope there is peace. Because today on track, that might be the last thing we find. Saw Zeddy there into P6. How about B-Tom right now? He's in P7. Definitely lately has been challenged, and I love to see that. B-Tom and the Aston Martin. Jesus, B-Tom. Were you drinking last night? I'm kidding. Of course, B-Tom, a renowned karate black belt. He will mess you up off the track, too. Of course, I could take him and Emerge both at the same time, though. It's me and hooligans. Most of these guys still on the wet tires here. Around Suzuka, again, qualifying will be integral and paramount, I believe. Passing is not easy at this circuit, not too many places. Gets super tight. Look forward to this one. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. Thanks again. Don't forget to support our sponsor, Happy Dad. Feeling crappy? Grab a Happy. Kaname continues to improve on that time there on those intermediate tires. Shout out TTV Kaname, hailing from the Magic Kingdom itself in Orlando. Literally, he lives in the apartment that Walt Disney used to live in, I think. As we continue on with Tom here in that Canadian moose piss colored kick Sauber, looking like 100% Canadian moose piss. But Tom, absolutely rapid, as we all know, one of the faces of many, many leagues. I'm not going to mention their names, but he has gotten it done everywhere he's went. And I expect him to follow that trajectory in the Lightning Cup. Shout out RSC Jerome, unable to attend today, also looked fantastic last week. 4 minutes to go here in Q1, folks. Back after a word from our sponsors, but I am going to leave it with my man right now, Mr. Chenzo, currently in P20, but he's got to get in that top 15 just to advance. We'll look at these drivers on the hot seat here. Beautiful cherry blossom trees. And there's Chenzo. And getting into P4, Greg in P3, I love to see that. So right now, Froggy Boggy, Robin R, Emerge, Cam Rudy, and Garaza, the 5 drivers on the hot seat. Crazy Ratudo, safe for the moment, but he will be looking over his shoulder anxiously. And let's have a look at Emerge right now. He's going to need to put in the lap. It's money time for Emerge. Finish that last set, take that last creatine shake, a little bit of pre-workout, whatever you got to do, Emerge. Definitely just drinking milk, eating turkey slices all the time. Emerge just packing on that protein, and he's going to need to pack on a lap right now to get inside that top 15. Emerge, very smart driver. His etiquette is Connecticut. He's got race IQ for days. He knows how to leave the space, and always a consummate professional. Shout out to Emerge. Robin R leaving the session right there. We'll get him back in as we just watch on with Emerge. It is go time for Emerge. Let's get Robin back in here quickly, though. This is the big dog himself, Emerge, giving a shout out to his son Full Air, who is in attendance as well. Full Air, of course, not too happy these days. He found some cocaine in his fentanyl, so he's not having a good day. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to Full Air. And here goes Emerge through the Louis Vuitton straightaway here. Oh, God. Let's go, big dog. Crazy Ratudo right now on that hot seat. Will he stay where he is? I don't know. Not if Emerge has something to say about it. Robin R is going to also look to advance. Let's go, Emerge. Emerge! Putting in the fastest lap on those fresh inters. And oh my God, that's going to turn this thing on its head right now. Depending on where these guys get out. Everyone basically on the track. Robin's going to be in trouble though. And oh my God, the big dog Emerge. Kaname, Mac T, Greg, Chenzo, Sazzetti, our top 6, all on the intermediate tires. And this is spicy, folks. Right now, Froggy Boggy, Robin R, Cam Rody, and Garaza facing elimination. Crazy Ratudo also will need to improve. And there's Goat Lee taking back the pole. Shout out Goat Lee. And let's have a look at how things may transpire further down the field. We may have some surprises here in terms of Q1 elimination. Here's B-Tom firing up his lap, man. So unfortunate for Robin, because now he's going to be eliminated in Q1, but fortunately for us, we have gained a commentator and some very valuable insight and knowledge. Of course, Robin R playing from underneath a pile of nudie magazines. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. We're going to invite Robin in here, man, because this is fantastic. He can help call qualifying. Robin gives a different look than I do, believe it or not. Robin R.
Yeah.
What is up, my friend? It's so nice of you to do that so you can do commentary with me.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's unfortunate. You got you got I saw what happened, bro. You couldn't even get a lap in, so.
Yeah, wait. I have to turn my audio share thing on.
What are you saying? You're gay? Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Sorry, Robin's mic wasn't working. So Robin, man, unfortunately got signed out there.
Where the fuck do I turn this on? Oh,
he's still having trouble with his mic, but he's trying to tell everyone that he's very happy. He says yes. So yeah, Jordan.
Yeah. Okay.
Jordan, fastest lap right there. Robin, things really changed with the tires. Unfortunate for you that the game kicked you out, so you didn't even really have an opportunity. But on the bright side, you get to analyze commentary with me.
Session.
Exactly. Or as you like to say, analyze the session.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, I mean, on my own screen, I was already out on track. So I got disconnected mid-lap, mid-out lap. And when I joined back, I thought like I was already out on track, so I could just rejoin and gain control of my car and do a lap. But I wasn't even on track, so...
That's terrible.
That wasn't an idea, but...
That's terrible, dude, because you got the pace in this game too, but now you're going to have a fun race.
Not in the wet, mate. In the wet, I'm fucking horrific.
Oh, really?
So it's gonna be a fun thing because
Okay,
the race is wet as well.
is it
It is.
the whole race?
Yeah. I
Oh
think it
my
is already.
God,
It said like
folks!
dry after 45 minutes. So
Wow.
unless it's a
So
glitch
we might.
again, because
We
it
don't
said
even know if we'll get a
12%.
safety car.
It's a
Unbelievable.
12% chance of rain, and then it said like the rain icon. So I don't know which one to believe, but
All right, folks. So that being said, the 5 drivers eliminated here. Robin R through no fault of his own. There we got Bats Plus. Who are the other ones being eliminated? I don't know. It is T-Bone here with Robin R. Robin Racing, but he will be doing commentary with me here. So unfortunately, Robin, Bats Plus, Crazy Ratudo, Limitless Draco, and Illyrian knocked out in Q1 here in the Lightning Cup Japan. Robin, buddy, you want to talk maybe thoughts on this race here, this field, what you're expecting, maybe some goals?
yeah. Well, I was in a party with Cam and Justin, and we were discussing it. Like this grid probably has like 16 Q3 contenders, so to be getting through to Q3 is going to be very difficult. There are potentially like 12 race winners in this grid as well, so yeah, it's going to be very difficult to manage Q3, and obviously Q1 is a bit less hard to get out of, but yeah, to get out of Q2 is going to be a real job for a big part of the field, especially in these conditions. Like the rain, it's not easy. It's all changing the entire time. I actually think Q3 is going to be dry, so it's going to dry up towards the end of qualifying. So that also means that the end of Q2 might be dry. And I mean, just look at this grid. Yeah, I think it speaks for itself, right?
I mean, yeah, bro. I won't lie, bro. I work really hard on putting together this grid in this league, man. So I'm happy when you say things like that. And the one thing I don't like is you said 12 potential race winners. My goal will always be 20. My goal is 20. I don't care if people say
I
the
mean,
Lightning Cup is stacked. It's this. It's the best league. I have my
we
own
have Cam in
goals.
here.
My goal is 20 potential race winners, and the only way to improve the back of the grid is to eliminate it. That's my philosophy, and I'm not going to stop till we have 20 potential race winners. Robin, you are one of those potential race winners, so shout out to you. And let's have a
Yeah,
look.
thanks.
Who do we want to have a look at here?
Yeah, I mean, just the first one, right? So I think it's Jordan. Yeah, it is.
Cam? Or no, who would you say?
No, Jordan.
Jordan. Sorry.
No.
Just checking some. Yeah, okay, just if you can cover this for a sec, Robin. I'm just
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
taking a look at something. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's gonna dry up towards the end there, so gonna be interesting. There's already a dry line appearing, so it's a lot drier than it was at the start of Q1. You could see that in the times as well. I think we started out at the mid 40s and we ended with high 39, so already drying a lot in Q1, and yeah, dry line appearing. So I expect the times to be around, yeah, let's say 38, 37s for the start of Q2, and it might go even lower for the end of Q2. It's gonna be an interesting one to see if we will get slicks towards the end of this qualifying session, or at least towards the end of Q2. I'm pretty certain that Q3 will be dry. So yeah, let's wait and see. Just on board with Jordan here.
And Robin,
Um,
just the weather is on approximate. So do you think maybe the weather could change by the time we get to the race day, or does that stay the same?
I mean, there's always a chance, right, on approximate. So I'm not sure which icon to believe in this game, because the icon thing said it was gonna rain for the entire race, but then the percentage of rain was like 12%. So yeah, I'm not sure which one to believe, but I think most guys went with a wet setup, including me, Cam, Justin, and B-Tom as well. So I think most guys are prepared for a wet setup, or wet race, I mean, with a wet setup. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. The race, especially, because if you just watch these guys driving around in qualifying, they're having moments in like every corner, And imagine having to deal with those moments on worn tires and high fuel for 27 laps straight. It's gonna be chaos. So, yeah, we know the race is gonna be a spectacle in these conditions. And like, as I said, that someone has spun in turn 1. It's Tom who's off track, so that's no ideal for Tom. As Jordan's just making his way around Spoon here. Actually, very difficult on this game. It's very underserious.
That's what you call it, the Spoon?
It's the name of the corner.
No way, I didn't know that.
If you look on the track map, you can see like if you cut the track before Spoon and after Spoon, it looks like the thing of a spoon, like the shape.
No way. I thought it was a whale shape. Like I thought it was after Kevlin's mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Robin
Or
R.
Mango's mom.
Sorry, here's Jordan. Yeah, finishing this one. 138.3 right there. Let's see who's coming in next. Here's Ferrari Pro. The infamous Ferrari Pro into P3 right there. Jordan, very good in the wet. He's one of those drivers. Him, TTV, Shirai, B-Tom, all specialists in the wet. Justin, arguably the best driver in the rain.
Yeah. I can actually testify to that, because in Hungary, I think it was an exhibition race we did, I had Justin behind me in the wet.
He's freakish.
And
he's freakish.
The amount of meters he could break later than me, and the way he could carry speed through corners is insane in the wet.
And you know, Justin, man, I know you and him have kind of been rivals, had your moments together at certain points, but I think you have to respect what he's been able to do on the track lately, and he has come a long way.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I think the last few weeks we have been, I wouldn't say rivals anymore, more just talking to each other about setups and stuff.
That's good, man. Yeah.
We've made up a bit, and obviously the thing in CDR happened a few weeks ago, but I mean, I'm not gonna blame the entire thing on him for what happened. I mean,
at the end of the day, bro, you guys are both really fast, you're competitive, and you're around the same pace, so it's gonna happen sometimes. So.
Yeah, you're gonna come together, so I'm not bad about that. So,
yeah. He's not a bad guy, you're not a bad guy.
him as well in Singapore, right? So, pretty much straight lined him into turn 5. So,
you guys are both passionate.
Yeah, exactly.
I love your response.
Noticed, though, I'm not sure if it's a trend on this game or if it's just me being delusional, but the top 3 drivers are all controller drivers.
Right now?
Yeah.
Tries on a wheel.
No, Justin is on controller, right?
Really? I don't think so.
I think he is.
He's on a computer. He's using keyboard, I think.
Yeah, you can see his inputs, like his steering wheel just turning 90 degrees.
I can't play on the computer, bro. Every time I hit the F1 button, the help menu comes up, so I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I think he's on a wheel.
Wait, let me check his inputs.
You can look at that? Because his icon's just a computer with no wheel next to it, you know? So
yeah, but Kaname has it as well. Oh,
really?
Tom here. Tom is definitely a controller, so I know that. So
Tom's on the controller.
A team I have seen for the past few weeks that in the rain the controller drivers really start to.
That surprises me, bro. You'd think the wheel you'd be better in the rain because you're doing all the correcting.
Yeah, it's actually the opposite, and the crazy thing is in the dry you're quicker in the wheel, no doubt about it. But from what I've seen in the wet, maybe it's a built-in traction control or whatever, but it seems like controller drivers have it a bit easier in the rain.
I will say this: I know computer players. I think they're able to turn off like rain particles and little things like smoke. There's little things they can do.
Yeah.
Like he can make that Ferris wheel stop moving so it doesn't distract him. He can do all this shit.
He can delete the board in front of him.
He can delete it. There's TTV phenomenon. By the way, I do like the fact the Ferris wheel's moving in this game. I respect nice touches like that.
The details in this game.
And the water slides in Hungary.
Yeah.
Look at those beautiful cherry blossom trees, bro. Those are
it's crazy.
Absolutely beautiful. You know, cherry blossoms, they're only in bloom for like 2 or 3 weeks of the whole year.
Yeah, and
so you
we're
get out there,
Japan
get your basic bitch Instagram photos next to the cherry blossom trees, folks.
Exactly.
Just take a bunch and you can post them all year like the girls do when they go to Miami, you know? So they go for like a week and take 1 million photos. all year they were
And
posted.
then when
Miami
the blossoms
life.
are out, when the blossoms are out, you go to the top of the Ferris wheel when you jump down.
I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that.
That's
You
my
jump
solution
down?
personally, but yeah. And you just
Don't
do
do
like
that.
a double backflip and just hope it sticks, right?
Well, can I have your computer if you try it?
Yeah, you can.
Beautiful. So let's have a look here at some of these drivers. How about the one and only Mr. Cam Rudy Wham Bam? Thank you, Cam. Looking to whoop ass on that Rudy Poo driver in the field with him. Shout out HMP Hooligans, by the way, unable to attend today. He said he was at the pub getting her done, whatever that meant. He's probably shoveling Charlie up his beak, if you know what I mean, folks. Anyways, Cam Rudy still fighting, and these guys aren't using their battery as much, so it's hard to tell who's on those hot laps, right? Like, I guess you can't really.
And I got disconnected again.
Oh no, dude! Are
What
you
the
using the
hell's going
LAN
on?
cable or what? I told you.
Yeah, I
close
have
the
no clue.
close the Pornhub tabs, all of them, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Turn off the
sorry.
second computer. Burn the backup hard drive because that thing just needs to be burnt. And
My bad.
god damn, Robin, we can see your room from outer space.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no clue what's happening because it's not like I am doing anything
absolutely
different
absurd,
than the last
dude.
few weeks.
No, I know. You normally have the Pornhub open. Normally it's fine.
Yeah, I have the double tap open.
Double tap. Oh, fuck. Anyways, you're only going to get this type of content at the Lightning Cup or T-Bone Leagues. That's for damn sure, folks. Here goes
Yeah.
Garaza. Oh my god. We do not support any of these references, by the way. Sexual or drug references. We don't like any
We
of
do.
that. Drinking references and stuff. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just
Anyone's mom reference,
anyone's mom reference, you know.
especially
like-
Kev Woods, you know.
We don't like the drug references, even if Leader Liebag just sneezed out $100. Anyways, Cam Rudy's running out of gas, so that's going to be something we have to watch. I love those cherry blossom trees, bro. I know people comment to me, how do you notice this shit at the side of the track? One, when you're as slow as I am, you can pick up on things at the side of the track. You know, I stop. I smell the roses. I enjoy it, you know. You guys are all in a hurry when you play this game. Come on. Anyways, Chenzo, my man, the Mexican legend hailing from San Antonio, Texas, folks. He's got Coach Pop in his ear. Here is Chenzo trying to bank another great lap like Tim Duncan would. Chenzo in P13. He's going to need a top 10 here to get into Q3, where you get that bonus pay for Q3. The babes are better, the beer's a little bit colder, and of course, that check a little bit fatter. Let's see what Chenzo can get going here. Chenzo and Greg, of course, both getting top 8 performances last week, 6 and 8. I love watching these guys work together. They are splendid. We all know what they can accomplish. Greg Jennings, one of the best and most elite drivers in the race on those strategies. His strategy call, he bats 1,000, folks. And of course, we all know what Chenzo can do. Robin, I just hear myself a little in the background, bro.
Really? Okay, well, let me pull out my mic.
And there is Chenzo in P4.
Is it gone now, or?
Yeah, we're good, bro. We are good. So Chenzo hopping into P4. Goalie's going to need something here to advance. Let's keep an eye on the GOAT man, hailing from the state of Michigan, the Motor State. This is Goalie. You may notice him from his car being upside down. Goalie looking to lock horns with anybody. He is another rival of Justin Schrei, veteran of the racetrack, and Mr. Goalie. Robin, you want to talk about Goalie? I think you and him have...
Goalie's from Michigan? Goalie's from Michigan?
He is from Michigan, my friend. He is from Michigan.
Oh.
Didn't you guys talk about it?
Yeah.
Goalie's
I
from
probably
Michigan.
did, but I can't
Monty's from Michigan. Skeeta Bike is from Michigan. I don't
I'm
think you
gonna
want to
be
hang out with
from
Skeeta
Michigan.
Bike, though, unless you like bingo halls and prune juice.
remember. Why does the Williams have no front wing?
That's how he got it like that. Here's Goalie.
Wait. Hold on.
Nah, dude. In my go-kart league, it's like a ride and drive, so they always like... Some of the cars are better than the others, right? Just because of wear and tear. So, like, when they're giving
Check
out the numbers...
WEDR.
Who?
WEDR. I'm not sure who it is.
That's Froggy.
Oh, check out Froggy's car.
What am I looking at?
Does he have a front wing for you?
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
doesn't have a front wing for me. Like it's cut off. At
You have a
the
frontal lobe?
height of it. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't.
I'm kidding, bro. I don't know. There's a wing on that car.
It's gone for me. What?
Unbelievable.
Hold on, let me screenshot the shit.
Shout out MSC Cruises. Always better than Carnival. I was gonna say, like, when we do the arrive and drive at my go-karts, they draw numbers because some cars are better than the others, right? So, like, I was kind of just, like, trying to, like, bribe the girl, giving the numbers to give me the best car. But I found a good system. I let everyone else pick first. Then I just tell the girl, can I just, like, choose one from the remaining cars? And she just dumps them all. It's like 10 to choose from. Fucking, I finessed it. I'm killing it, too. On top of that, I entered, like, the heavyweight division. I'm only 190, but I said I was 225, so I'm in there with the big boys, you know? Gapping their asses. Gapping their asses, dog.
What is 190 in normal metrics? Is that like
190 is
90 kgs?
190. Oh my god! Oh my god, folks! Froggy Boggy contact with an Aston Martin. It was a Merge KD 5-place grid penalty for doping and using steroids. Emerge. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Syringes everywhere. He's in the steam room, folks. Stay away. Emerge disqualified from the session, going the wrong way. He is not going to be too happy with Froggy Boggy. One small leap for Froggy, one giant leap for mankind. I would say Froggy Boggy now heading into the pits. Emerge and Froggy, otherwise known as the Princess and the Frog. He's not going to be happy. They did add a roller coaster, I saw too. That's a nice touch. But yeah, Emerge knocked out there, and that is just, I'm not quite sure how that started. And
I know it's BXT's plan. BXT's.
What's the movie where like the prince turns into a frog? It's Princess and the Frog, right?
I have no clue, mate.
Right? Disney
Ferrari Pro goes a second quicker than anyone.
My God, Ferrari Pro. By the way, Ferrari Pro has been up for 4 days. He's been up longer than a Chilean miner, folks. And last night he did the PRL race. He went to the real F1 race, and then he came right here. Unbelievable. This is how this guy keeps his focus locked in. This is IRT Ferrari Pro. In P2, we got Chenzo. Top 10 will advance right now. Believe it or not, Mac T on that hot seat. He hopefully will improve right here. Mac T, one of the most exciting drivers around. And right now he's knocked to P11. Chenzo and Greg, let's go. Kaname into P1. Mac T is going to need a lap here, bro. Mac T, one of the top dogs. This is going to be imperative. Mac T with a P4, and this is dried up. Justin Schrei taking the fastest lap right there. Jordan Tuwavy is done, and he's on the hot seat. This is trouble for him. Sazzetti, Garazza, and Froggy Boggy is retiring. So it's Sazzetti and Garazza. Cam Rudy will be knocked out. Here is Sazzetti. Boom! Going into P7. Greg and Chenzo. Are Greg and Chenzo safe?
Yeah,
they are. Tom, Jordan Tuwavy, Cam Rudy, Froggy Boggy. And I can't help but think, Robin, a lot of it was just timing there. That track getting dry by the end.
Definitely.
And my God.
I think Jordan went a bit too early and got the lap in too early. It's completely dry right now.
Yeah.
Softs will be quicker.
And also, Jordan's so quick in the rain, maybe he just wants to take advantage of it, but it dried up there.
It's going to be a dry Q3 session, though.
We like to see that, folks. So we got 10 drivers here.
No.
Heavy hitters in Q3. We got Justin Schrei. Don't watch me, watch TTV Kaname. We got Ferrari Pro. We got B-Tom. We got Garazza flying there in P5. Mac T in P6. We got the Sauce Man in P7. Sazzetti. Goat Lee. Then 9 and 10 are that Red Bull Mushroom Cup royalty team. Greg Jennings and Chenzo, my boys. Robin, we are in for a doozy here. I am going to get Emerge in here for comment on that incident. As we always like to do, folks. We like to be interactive and engaging here and immersive, if you will. Where's Emerge KD? We like to, talk to the drivers as shit happens. We'll get Emerge in here. He always has something to say. And yeah, how long is this? 10 minutes, Robin, or 8? I should know by
10,
now.
yeah. 10.
How many guys advance on this one?
It's Q3, mate.
I know. Folks, very exclusive T-Bone MZ here. Emerge, first of all, sir. There was rough impact over there. Um, are you okay, first and foremost?
And my back hurts.
Yeah, but that's because yesterday you were doing
Because
traps.
of all the steroids.
Yeah, I just clipped it. I was looking behind me the whole time, like I was switching my camera back. I saw one car behind me going slowly, and then in front of me they were parking the bus to make a gap, so I slowed down even more. And then I saw Froggy coming. I moved to the right to get out of the way, and he moved to the right at the same time. He probably thought I wasn't gonna move, so then we hit each other. I apologized to him, and he said it's alright. So,
Burge, what do you think is an appropriate punishment for your actions? A season ban or a league ban?
well, I
Well, take
disqualified
away his
myself.
steroids.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. I didn't even see what happened.
No, yeah, he was on a lap, and I went to move, and he moved to get past me.
Okay, well, don't say too much. You're incriminating yourself. I can still delete the footage.
Basically, his big balls smacked into whoever.
Yeah,
crashed
my
into him
back was
first.
too wide.
Yeah.
This guy's built like a freaking door, folks. I'm telling you. One of those industrial doors, too. Anyways, we got some cars. Emerge, what are your thoughts here on this grid and your prospects of having a good race tomorrow morning?
Well, I disqualified myself like an idiot, so instead of starting P15, I'm starting 20th.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? That's how it works?
Yeah.
He also
Yeah,
got a 5-place grid pen.
yeah, I got a 5-place group pen, and then I also disqualified myself.
Well, look, Emerge, you're one of the guys who can pull this off, though, because as I said yesterday, you have really good race IQ, wherewithal, the strategy. I feel like starting 20th, like, you'll just chill, have fun, then probably still have a chance at points at the end if I know Emerge, you know?
I just need Robin's fat ass to get out of the way, and then I'll be alright.
My fat ass gonna smack me
I
in
mean,
your
this
face.
dude's a soccer player, bro. This guy has to run around in the shower just to get wet.
Yeah, I know.
Robin will crash out. He'll go to get past
disconnect
Justin,
probably.
and then they'll crash.
I mean, you're gonna try and get past Froggy and smack your big balls in his face and disqualify
Are you guys
yourself.
teammates?
Nah.
Nah.
Guys, you can't say that shit
team
out
with this
here,
guy.
man. So,
We help each other out, but we ain't teammates.
I'm not helping him.
No, motherfucker, I'm on about it in the past. Oh, bad language. Apologies.
Someone
Yeah.
has to go slow. No, man. That's what I mean.
Yeah, someone has to park the bus for everyone.
yeah. Well,
But
guys,
just
call
stay
this one
out.
for a little bit here. I am just going to take a step away for a moment. We got
Go
Emerge
on,
and
Robin.
Robin in
Yeah.
the booth here. Robin in the
Who are you
box.
spectating?
I saw Zeti.
I don't like to be in the box.
Watch Sawzetti.
Anyway,
Well, I'll look at Sawzetti here.
yeah, sure, yeah.
Sure, we're looking all with
Yeah.
Sawzetti. Shout out to
Oh.
Sawzetti here, man.
So Zeddy had a shit first corner there. I don't know what he was doing, but
Robin, from the time when you started your lap, Hagrid was clean shaven, so I wouldn't talk too much.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Not gonna lie. It's always easier to talk than drive, right?
no, dude, that's what I do. That's the reason I don't like commentating the Lightning Cup is because I love to talk shit. Like, what am I really gonna say? I don't have many opportunities to rip on somebody.
30.1. The track is still really wet then, or really low grip.
I like the word moist.
We're supposed to be doing 27 zeros.
Kaname. B-Tom.
It's B-Tom. B-Tom has really worked on his quali pace in the last few weeks. He's
Yeah.
gone from.
He has, and he's needed to
struggling
be honest.
qualify-
Ooh.
Oh my days.
We'll keep on with
Sounds
Sawzetti here. I'll be
quicker
back in a
than
moment.
food. Sure thing. So,
Take
Zeddy,
it
let's
away.
see what lap time he can put in. He's on 12.1, so he's gonna probably roughly be around a low 20. No, mid 29, high 29, around there. Yeah, the grip is very low in this part of qualifying so far. Like I said, mid 29. So let's see, McT about to finish the lap. And then behind him is Goatley. So
It's
Yeah,
half a
Maxi.
second up on Soze.
Yeah, so it's gonna be around Ferrari Pro's time, and he goes a 10th behind him indeed. So let's see
Gurley's
what
also
Goldie
half a
can
second
do.
up.
He is,
Oh,
yeah,
he lost
he's around
time.
Society's. No, he was around Society's time as well. So yeah, everyone has done their first runs now. I think maybe people can get in 3 runs, right? I
Yeah.
can't see what the time is because someone's crossing a yellow flag, and that's Mr. Greg. Greggy boy. He's run out a few. So what strat is the best strat around here, Merch?
Medium hard. If you can make it work.
Where
And,
to
it's
next,
gonna rain
fellas?
in the race?
Greg
Huh?
Jennings.
What?
Everyone has finished their lap so far, so just need to talk a bit. Is it gonna rain in the race, Emerge?
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. Who
I
we
saw
looking
the
with?
icon. It said full wet.
Hey,
But then
guys.
the percentage
Hey,
at 12%.
Who should we look at?
Chenzo.
Senzo.
He's on lap here.
Guys, you can't just take over my channel and be cussing and shit like that, you know. Watch your
Sorry.
fucking mouth. I get messages from YouTube all the time, bro. They're gonna fucking cancel me.
Let me
on,
play
dude.
some copyright music.
Nah, it's not even that. I paid for the copyright of all that shit. It's me.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's Chenzo.
You're intimidating T-Bone.
Hell yeah.
Intimidating. Yeah.
No,
Not
apparently I was
intimidating,
soliciting babes too
imitating.
much.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what Chenzo can do. I mean, going on a used tire is just insane around here. Because wear is like 6%, 7% a lap.
I hope it's not
Maybe
wet
more.
the whole race, bro. I really hope it's not wet the whole
It
race.
looked like it.
Well, hopefully shit will change. Again, we run on approximate weather because we're not a group of pussies. We're a real league. All the leagues that run on perfect weather. I look at you in disdain. What? You need to know exactly when it's going to rain. The real drivers don't know
truck
that
is
shit.
Definitely getting better. Chenzo is gonna go into P1.
See, he doesn't say anything back because he supports perfect accuracy, folks. He knows. Anyways.
Yeah, I do.
I need to know it's going to rain on lap 11. Here's Chenzo.
Like I said, the track is getting a lot better, so that's good.
There we go.
I think we're gonna see a pole lap that is gonna be around a 27.3 or 2.
Nobody wants to see a race where it's raining the whole time, bro. I hope that doesn't happen.
Neither do I.
I honestly,
Neither do
in our
I.
Star Cup Tier 3, it's dynamic weather, but I start every race sunny. Just, especially for those guys, a.k.a. me. We ain't trying to do that. But
AKA
I think
the guys that can't stay out of the gravel.
first of all, I resent that, bro. I really resent that comment.
B Tom's starting his lap.
Yeah, let's go more.
Okay, let's have a look at B-Tom. See, this is why I need a couple people in here with me, you know, that know him. Otherwise, I just get too sidetracked. I was about to tell the viewers about my Tinder date the other day. Yeah, definitely the worst swipe right she ever made.
Mom?
Kevwood's mom. Hell nah, dude. I fucking filter it. I fucking cut the girls off at 250 pounds.
If she sits on your face, you're gonna suffocate.
Oh yeah, she could smother me. Sure, I'll use her like a feeding bag. She's been feeding a lot. Here's B-Tom though.
He's
Oh
on
my
a good
god.
lap. That's it, sector 1.
You know, I noticed one
around
thing
below
about B-Tom,
27.
bro. He normally drives almost a little conservative. He's chilling. He's been being a little aggressive with the lines lately, and I think it's a little bit because he knows. He's got to put good qualifying times up, especially at a circuit like this, Robin, are very difficult to overtake. And by the time you get to that straightaway, the guy who's in front of you has been saving his battery too, likely. So where do you really overtake here? I said I like the hairpin as an overtake
Into
spot.
130R.
I guess, but again, you got to get alongside the guy.
Yeah, he's gonna do a mid 27 here. So he's gonna go onto pole for now.
Like a certified stripper.
He won't get another lap in, so this is gonna be Beaton's final lap.
Look at that roller coaster they added, dog. Sorry, guys, I'm a theme park junkie. Hey, look at B-Tom. 127
That's a good lap. But my prediction is it's not gonna be enough for pole.
We'll see. Goalie starting his lap right now. My GOAT. I've been on record as saying he's my favorite driver to watch. This guy's exciting. He's electric. Always something going on when you tune into Goalie, man. And he's actually a pretty funny fucking guy, too. He's definitely a little quirky and that no one really knows what's going on half the time he's talking, but I am a Goalie fan.
This is not ideal for him, though. Dirty air from BTOM. You can feel it from this distance.
Can you? You can feel it? How do you feel
I
it?
can feel it through the screen blowing in my face.
The screen?
Like you blow in my face.
I wonder why you watch so much porn on that thing.
When she spits, I can feel it. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Back to the race, guys. Anyway, I don't know what BTOM is doing, but he is holding up Goalie here. What is he doing?
BTOM? I don't... Whoa, that looked like it was somewhat intentional. Do you think Goalie might have done that to BTOM and BTOM's repaying the favor? I do not like seeing that behavior here. Quite frankly, if I was Goalie, I'd brake check him, but I'm not Goalie and I do not condone that behavior, and if I did do it, I'd be kicked from the league.
I think
Viciously.
BTOM might be on AI.
He's not, dude. Why'd he do that to Goalie, bro? My guess is Goalie did something to him, and that's... Folks, don't take justice into your own hands. Goalie's still P2. But, dude, that looked intentional, because, first of all, BTOM's very aware. It's not like him. I've never... Like, he wasn't in AI. It's almost like he either did that on purpose, or literally he had, like, a lapse in judgment, which I've never seen. That's not very nice.
He was in AI.
It's not nice. Like, he owes Goalie an apology for that.
He was in AI.
Goalie, report him. He was in AI? I didn't see any, like, AI shit above his head.
No, but I watched the stream. He was in AI. He was checking lap time, so that's no idea.
Well, that's not good. He's gonna have to be punished full force of the law.
Okay, anyway, let's switch to other guys that are doing their lap time.
Yeah.
So
Sorry. I was just
second up. Ferrari Pro's flying. He's on a 26er right now.
The legend from down under, folks. Doing it for the great Enzo Ferrari, PRL champion. And he looked quick last night in Miami.
I'll be back.
When he can't race, he puts a kangaroo in his car.
Let's go, Ferrari Pro.
That looked a little wide, but...
A little wide there yet.
Let's
So
see.
this is big. This is very big
He's
right
flying.
here.
Oh, he's 6 tenths up on BTOM.
That battery's done, so we'll see what happens.
Oh! Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot of time. Oh.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot of time on the straight. In my estimation.
Oh, he's regained a little bit. Yeah, okay. He's still gonna get to P1. 26.
Let's go.
26.91 a lap. That's really
a
quick,
good one.
actually.
Is it good? Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah, that's
See, I don't know like times and shit. You know, people are like, oh, I just did this.
So, MacT up to the line. He's a bit
go.
down on... But he goes into P2 here. That's a good lap as well.
So we got Ferrari Pro,
Chenzo.
MacT, BTOM. Let's have a look at Chenzo here. Finishing up.
Greg Jennings, 27.6. P4 for Greg.
Beautiful. Let's have a
Chenzo.
look. Chenzo. Vamos, Chenzo. Go get him, buddy. Okay, P4 and 5. We'll take that. T-Bone giving the fist bump in midair. Not supposed to be biased, but you guys.
Finishing his lap here.
Yeah. Where do you end up?
P10 for him, so that's... He stayed the same.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Anyway, T-Bone, I'm gonna go...
You sure you don't want to like hang out with? I can like give you some engineering advice and shit.
No, maybe...
I know the track pretty well, dude. Like I know all 17
yeah.
corners.
You know,
really well.
you know the gear to take him in, the speed exactly, and stuff like that, right?
Bro, I have 2 gears, neutral and park.
Yeah, exactly. And reverse.
And reverse. I don't know how to go that one. I just turn around.
Anyway,
all right.
I enjoyed doing quite
Robin, I wish you the best of luck, bro.
later.
And if something unfortunate happens, I hope you come back into the booth. You know?
Yeah, I will.
Because things are getting out of hand
All
in
right,
here, you know.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, later.
Later.
All right, that was Robin R. Be starting from near the back of the pack. Let me try one more time to get leader. He said he would join me eventually. Qualifying done. No formation lap, folks. Please leave some time as these guys do their setups and whatnot. It's funny, they said it was going to be a full wet race, but these guys are clear. And I like to see that because we didn't want full rain. Again, we leave weather on approximate, so it can change just like it does in real life. You got to use your problem solving skills, your brain. That's what I like about this approximate weather. And my God, we got, of course, on that top three, we got Mac T, B Tom, Chenzo, and Greg in P4 and 5. You know, I'm loving that right there. Goalie in the mix. Justin Schrei. And starting on pole is a legend from down under. Ferrari Pro, looking quick these last couple races I've seen from him. He is definitely motivated. Last night in the PRL race, a lag kind of messed things up for him. And man, I would love nothing more than see him get his first Lightning Cup victory. Back in 10 seconds, folks. Getting ready for round 2 here, the calm before the storm. Season 2, Lightning Cup. I am T-Bone. Always a pleasure to do these. Watch some of the most fantastic racers around. That I know anyways. And ladies, clutch your pearls. Gird your loins. This is a Lightning Cup. Those lights about to drop. And let's get into it, folks. Konnichiwa, bitches. Let's go. Ferrari Pro starting the race on the pole here. Most of these drivers on the hard tires, and they are off. Ferrari Pro holding that lead into turn 1. The top 7 guys all on those hard tires. Further back, Greg Jennings overtaken by TTV Kaname quite early. Look at this. These drivers all wheel to wheel here. A little bit of contact back there with the Kick Sauber. Further off in the background, we have an Alpine going off the track. That was Limitless Draco. Greg and Chenzo both down a position right there. Ferrari Pro, B-Tom, Mac T, Kaname, our top 4. Goalie, first driver on those medium tires. Going to look to make a push here in P7. Justin Schrei, Sauzetti, Garazza. A little further back in the pack, though. Let's see. Right now, oh, we got some cars off. A little bit of carnage. That Alpine once again off. That is Limitless Draco. Not the best start to the race for him. But nonetheless, we have this whole field in a pack. Absolutely incredible. This is what we love to see right here. All these drivers racing that tight and close and unable to fit a piece of paper between some of them. And here we go right now. Chenzo, Greg, that Red Bull team looking majestic. Greg Jennings in all his splendor once again. Okay, I got to stop overrating and glazing them. Goalie, again, going to have to look to be aggressive, even more aggressive than usual. This GOAT can be aggressive. He will headbutt you. He will buck you, folks. And heading into 130R, not many opportunities to pass, especially at this circuit against drivers of this magnitude, able to manage and negotiate that battery. So goalie's going to have to be creative here and borderline aggressive. But getting that run out of the corner here on Greg Jennings, Ferrari Pro still holding the lead now. Top 6 drivers all on those hard tires. Greg and Chenzo, of course, exceptional teammates working together. Exceptional. And yeah, Sauzetti, of course, coming off a podium last week in round 1, looking to build off that. He's in P9 right now. And again, just qualifying paramount and integral in a race like this on this circuit with these kind of drivers. Everybody close in a pack right now from P1 to P19. Froggy Boggy falling a little further back, of course. Only been doing 50% races for a month. 15 years old, already has a win under his belt. So he's definitely going to have some growing pains here and there, but definitely one of the future faces of our league. Lap 2 of 27 here in Wood is an absolute barn burner. Pleasure watching guys race this hard, this close. And I don't know where else you're really going to see it. Absolutely splendid. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in, watching, racing, whatever the case may be. Ferrari Pro, though, right now, looking for win number 1 here in the Lightning Cup. Defending PRL champion. And he has B-Tom right there on his back. Of course, Mac T, the man from Sin City himself, the pit bull on track, the king of the quad, triple and double overtake. Always in the mix here. Looking to find perhaps a tiny bit more pace. And then, my God, he is right there. And B-Tom with the fastest lap, and he is overtaken Ferrari Pro. B-Tom, defending champion of this league. The last week or so, probably not his best week as a racer. And when I say that, like, I just mean he didn't win every race he did, which is always his goal. So, you know, it's good to see him a little motivated right now. You know, he's had McJammy, he's had Frozen, Shry. He's had some very good racers to go against. And, you know, it looks like he's putting in that grind now. No more starting from the back, and I love to hear that. Because you're not just dunking on the field, you're dunking on me. So B-Tom heading off now, getting that move done. Goatley still unable to get through, and that's what I was saying. Circuit like this, and you got to get through Greg and Chenzo. Greg is so smart with defending and anything he does. And him and Chenzo in a voice party together. I am allowed in there, but I'm not allowed to bring cameras in there, so sorry, Netflix. I was in there earlier, though, and I'm part of the team. So yeah, look at this. So Garazza, very steady UK driver, of course. His teammate Tom, one of the top guys, not the best first lap for him. Let's have a look quickly at big winners and losers. Tom down 5, Froggy down 6, Robin R up 4, Illyrian up 4 as our U-Haul mover of the race thus far. Tires will be something to keep an eye on here, though. Haven't been to Japan yet, not sure exactly what kind of usage and longevity we will get out of them. Further up, though, Goatley is going to have to try to make a move because, man, that crossover period is going to be fast approaching. I can imagine full tank of fuel, dirty air, and Goatley driving the way he does like a drunken goat. A very skilled, drunken goat, let me say. Cheers to Goatley. And Happy Dad, of course. Happy Dad Seltzer. Available in 39 of 50 states and 2 of the 11 provinces. Try our new Death Row grape flavor. Snoop Dogg approves. Tupac would also. So yeah, just something to look at, Goatley. And like, yeah, eventually he's going to have to try to do something, get aggressive, and there was a little send there, but that was kind of a half send. I don't really think there was an opportunity there. Greg Jennings closed it off just enough too. Nothing dirty, but he was not going to accommodate that. Was not going to roll out the red carpet and bring Goatley his breakfast on a silver platter. And good job by Greg. And this is perfect now because Goatley's tires are going to be hurting. He didn't get it done, and the longer he waits, the harder it will be. Frustrating for Goatley there, and I attribute it much to this circuit. All the drivers said it was going to be a full wet race. I do not see that at all right now. Maybe things will change. I'll get a little rain at the end. And Ferrari Pro put in the fastest lap. He has regained P1. Shout out to Ferrari Pro of Australia. B-Tom, Mac T, TTV Kaname, who jumped a couple guys early there. Shout out to him. And yeah, Greg and Chenzo, man. When those guys are like next to each other in the race, working together, oh my God. They have set up the walls, the red wall, the infamous red wall in other events, and man, and these two get working together in a voice party. They've been rivals for 5 years. Now they are teammates, and Goatley is just trying to get by Greg, but yeah, he can't do anything here without being too irrational. And something else to keep an eye on, Justin Shry, right behind Goatley. We know no love lost between Shry and Goatley, of course. Big rivals. Goatley's not on Shry's Christmas list, to say the least, unless it is a lump of coal or a big bag of dog shit. Of course, Justin Shry, very passionate, explosive driver, fiery, and he has had his fair share of rivalries. Nothing disrespectful, but, you know, he wants to win. Saw Zeddy still, and man, those guys on the hard tires, it just looks to be the play here, I would say. But again, safety cars could affect that if we should get one. We run it on reduced, and at this circuit with these drivers, I'm not sure I see one, but anything can happen as always here. It is the Lightning Cup. Shout out again to the DRS Maestro XM, Robin R, BXT, Rick Stratting, Formula Jonah, all the guys. And Goatley just looking for an opportunity somewhere, and it just hasn't presented itself. Of course, Greg Jennings, a master at saving that battery too. We'll keep an eye on that. Lap 6 of 27 here in the Lightning Cup. Tight racing. This pack breaking apart a little bit right now. Froggy Boggy had an incident at the start. We'll just see if he has damage on that car. Yeah, he's missing that left end plate, so it'll be tough here. 15-year-old Froggy Boggy. Super talented driver. He needs the experience, folks. It's not always about today and right now. He's good right now, but sometimes it's about tomorrow too. And if you have a guy this talented, you got to give him the opportunity to grow that talent, nurture it. And he'll have races where he just messes up. And willing to learn. He's a sponge. Yeah. Limitless Draco, of course, went off a couple times early. Still fighting back right here. Robin R up 5 spots off the start after he got DQ'd in quali, missing the right end plate. And this has been an issue with Robin, just avoiding things, even if it's not your fault. If you put yourself in a vulnerable position. Oh, he does have an end plate. What am I saying? Just from that angle, it looked like he didn't. But yeah, much to what I was saying, though. You just got to avoid those vulnerable positions. Even if it's not your fault, it doesn't help you if you get mangled. And Tom, half man, half a finger, of course, lost half his hand in an accident. He's down 2 spots, and now here he goes on his fellow countryman, Cam Rudy. So we'll keep an eye on Tom, 1998 right there. 4 drivers on those medium tires, and none of them have really moved up, which is not what they want. And again, just watching Goalie here, never really had the opportunity to overtake Greg. So lap 7 of 27 right now. We got Ferrari Pro right here in that Haas car, leading the way, searching for his first ever Mushroom Cup or Lightning Cup victory. Again, last season he had some issues with the connection stuff. Thankfully, it's been fixed a bit on this game. And let's keep in mind, folks, Ferrari Pro is in Australia. He is waking up to race with us in these races weekly at 4 a.m. on a Monday. So take that in. 4 a.m. on a Monday is when he races with us, and he's here every week. This guy is just, he's passionate, he's dedicated, and I have all the respect and appreciation in the world that he makes that sacrifice to race with us. We are truly blessed to have that. See, he does it, Mick Jammy. You can do it too. No, I'm kidding. I would never freaking expect someone to do that. I wouldn't do it myself, so I couldn't expect someone to do it. Can't ask someone to do something I wouldn't even do myself, right? Anyways, B-Tom taking that lead back from Ferrari Pro. The aforementioned Tom, fastest lap in the race. I don't know exactly what happened, why he was qualifying so bad. Maybe it was something with the rain. But he will look to move right now. Lap 8 of 27 here in the Lightning Cup. Great race so far. Clean race. As we look on here, Tom 1998 will look to get through Illyrian next. B-Tom, though, overtaking Ferrari Pro and now building a little bit of a gap. Hopefully Ferrari Pro can hang with him here. B-Tom, the winner of the title last season and the winner of race 1. He is on a quote-unquote slump the last couple of races, so and by slump, I mean like P2, P3, maybe a P4. That's a slump for him. And look at this. Greg Jennings now overtaking Goalie again. Goalie got through, but you might think his tires are now not good enough to compete with Greg. So Greg did a great job there, taking down Goalie's tires, holding him back there. Greg and Chenzo right now. My God, folks. Last race, a P6 and a P8. I didn't really know where these guys are going to end up in this league. They both have podiums in the past here. But just, man, with the grid as good as it is, and God, you know, people say I overrate Greg and Chenzo. I say y'all underrate them, man. I say y'all underrate them. No fancy time trial times and all that. We just do results and points over here. And my God, just you could see it in the race strategy there, how they manage Goalie. And these guys are setting themselves up for 2 cars in the top 6, perhaps even better. And we're still trying to figure out what the expectation is for Greg and Chenzo. Mine is that they're both in the top 8 every race, but they might not be as confident in themselves as I am. Greg was saying just top 10 he's happy, and I'm like, come on, dog. Greg definitely not the fastest guy. Maybe not even one of them, but again, that race strategy, management, and his race pace, elite. Elite. Absolutely elite. mentally, he is one of the best drivers. He is good as B-Tom is between the ears. For sure. I call him B-Tom Light. So Goatley there, still in P7, and just not much you can do, especially at this circuit in the DRS train. B-Tom leading the way on Ferrari Pro. Will Ferrari Pro go for it here? Nothing's better of it. Smart move there by the young phenom himself, multiple-time champion. I want to say 18 years old, but something around there. Shout out to Mick Jamby as well, ACW, Goldfinch, all the PRL guys. And Ferrari Pro not getting through there on B-Tom. But these guys, I guess, content to where they are. They got 3.7 seconds behind them to TTV Kaname, who is now overtaken Mac T, the top 6 on those hard tires. Frustrating for the guys who started on the mediums because they did not really move up. We'll see how this plays out. Just over a third of the way through here, round 2, the Lightning Cup. Enjoy the cherry blossom trees over here in Japan, the beautiful Suzuka circuit. I miss Fuji. You guys are probably too young to remember that one, except for Ferrari Pro and maybe Spinella King. Looking on from the Ecuadorian Saw Zeddy, that's Sauce Man. Look at this, Garaza and Tom, now the Kick Saubers in 10 and 11. Tom making his way back. Garaza, good buddy of Tom, super steady and underrated driver in his own right. He hasn't been able to race much because he's doing a home renovation. He did throw his steering wheel through a wall, and it took a lot of time to fix it. And since then, though, man, every time he races, he's in the points, and I've seen him win races with some very good drivers in there. Shout out to Garaza, shout out to Tom for bringing him. And yeah, Tom, obviously, a trooper, driving with half an arm. He cut half his arm off at work, and he's already racing again, folks. It went from a finger to an arm, finger to a hand to an arm, but I like to exaggerate it. Further up, though, will Ferrari Pro. Okay, he won't get through B-Tom right there. He's going to keep an eye on that. Nobody has pit yet, other than, of course, Crazy Ritudo, but that was just for a tequila refill. Further down the field, Robin R now is up 8 spots. Great driving from Robin. He did commentary. This guy wears many hats, jack of all trades. 10-second penalty for Limitless Draco. Has not been a great race for him. Found himself off the circuit many times. Just fight it, Draco. Hang on. You can do this, man. Teammates of TTV Kaname. I love Limitless Draco, too. All these guys are good friends of mine, to be honest. I'm happy if anyone wins except for B-Tom. And that's not because I don't want him to win. My challenge is to beat him. That is my challenge, too. And when I say beat him, I mean get someone who can beat him. I'm done. I'm sick of this guy dunking on me every race, every league. B-Tom and Ferrari Pro, man. Ferrari Pro, in the last couple races I've seen from him, as great as he's always been, he's found another gear lately, man. He has found another gear. I don't even know. I want to say, but it's probably not the reason. I did have a little talk with Ferrari Pro last week, and I told him, man, you know, you're one of the best drivers, but just to beat B-Tom and Mick Jammy, you got to find just a little something else. Maybe a little meanness or something, but I'm not saying this is why, but since that happened, man, the 3 races I've seen from him, he's been somebody else. Like, something snapped into this guy. I hope he says it was because of what I said to him. That would make me feel so vindicated, but I don't think I mean that much, so. Go imagine that, T-Bone giving Ferrari Pro tips. Never about the actual racing itself, though, you know? Just shit like that. You know? Be a little meaner, a little edge to you, Ferrari Pro. Just a little bit. It's the nicest guy. But, you know, to be a great racer and champion, sometimes you gotta be willing to, yeah, you know what I mean. Gotta be a little cutthroat sometimes. All the great ones are Senna, Max Verstappen, Greg Jennings. Mac T still following TTV Kaname right here. Those 2 leaders still together. B-Tom and Ferrari Pro. And of course, Greg and Chenzo still holding on to P5 and 6. Goalie just stuck there. And now, as Goalie's tires start to fall off, you would think Justin Schrei right there. And man, if Schrei and Goalie lock horns, I can only imagine the messages I'm about to get. Goalie hopping into the pits there. He was just stuck. And yeah, we'll see. Anyways, just about halfway through this race here. It looks like to be a medium-hard type strategy. It was supposed to be full wet, full rain the whole race. Not quite sure what's happening with that, but I do notice some clouds coming in. I'm getting word from our virtual meteorologist. There definitely is some humidity in the air, some light breezes, and we have all the ingredients for a potential thunderstorm, folks. 14 laps remaining. I think it may come into effect here. And I just hope we don't get a red flag or anything. It is monsoon season around. Nothing too notable happening this race. Let's have a look at the big winners and losers thus far. Kaname up 4 positions. Well done there from him. Robin up 8 spots, our U-Haul mover of the day. And of course, Emerge up 5 in terms of losers. Goalie, but he pit. And nothing too major. A couple guys down 3 spots. B-Tom up 2 spots, which is spectacular considering who he had to gain them on. But Ferrari Pro still right there on him. And yeah, these guys just kind of working together right now. And that's the thing. Most leagues, it's just 2 guys kind of doing this. This is what I kind of try to avoid. But even in this league, sometimes it will happen. Certain tracks. And folks, I see rain. I see rain. That sucks for the guys who just pit. This is why we do approximate weather. It said full rain yesterday, AK qualifying, and now we got a clear start. I definitely see rain. Raindrops are falling on my head. Raindrop! Drop top! Absolutely. And this works out amazing there for those guys on those hards who have yet to pit. Sazzetti putting on the inters already. Sazzetti. I don't know. Who am I to... Every time I tell these guys they did something wrong, I'm the one who looks like an idiot with egg on my face. But don't you guys think it might be too soon to put the inters on right now? You know? I would have maybe waited a lap, but again, that's why I'm not here racing. At least I have the wherewithal to not throw myself in these races. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? My mere presence on track would fuck over so many people. Goalie now is going to look to get through Froggy Boggy. Frog on goat action right there. The kind of thing you'd see on Dastardly Daddy's TV. Shout out Dastardly Daddy, of course. Let's see, though. Ferrari Pro and B-Tom. This is what I love, folks. Changing conditions here. Approximate weather. Having to use the mind. The processing, using all of that, get cerebral with it. You got to think a little bit. None of this, oh, it's going to, I need to know it's going to rain on lap 12. Nah. Hell nah. You got to think a little bit. So Sazzetti, I believe, went a little too soon, but only time's going to tell on that one. And Sazzetti knows a little more than me. We do have a caution out. It's not a safety car, but at the... What was that? It looks like a Ferrari there, Bats Plus. So this is just... I don't see the safety car on track. That's why I'm wondering what's going on. Lots of guys sliding into the pits, though. What the hell's going on? Is it just a caution or what? Is there a safety car on track? Or is this a VSC? Sometimes these games, bro, some things they'll never fix. Limitless Draco DNFing right there, retiring in the pits. I believe this is a VSC because I don't see the safety car icon on track. Goalie, a 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag. Absolutely brutal. And they are back racing right now, folks. This track getting wetter. That top 6 still yet to pit. Greg Jennings pit for those inters. Oh my God, when Greg makes that strategy call, it makes everyone else question what they just did. And this could be huge for Greg Jennings now on this undercut. Oh my God, Greg Jennings here. May parlay this into a podium if that call was correct. The track looking a little wetter now. Those guys on the hard tires doing a little slip and slide, man. And Goalie getting through Greg right. Or no, he didn't get through. But Greg's going to have to really get through Goalie now. Leaders making that pit stop. Leaders have made that pit stop. 11 laps to go. I'm guessing these guys will all go on those inters. Emerge will likely pit here as well. Goalie, that 10-second penalty, absolutely killer. And Greg Jennings, the one to watch. He was the first one to pit. And let's see what kind of undercut activity Greg can get here. We got B-Tom's car moving, looking to come out. Did Greg Jennings look at that undercut by Greg, pitting a lap earlier than everyone else? He is all Goalie. He's going to Goalie fighting it. Goalie on those hard tires. Goalie, absolute maniac. And he's still holding on, fighting Greg. And that is just got to be so irritating for Greg. But nonetheless, Greg Jennings has put himself into a net P3 with that undercut, moving up 3 spots. And his main concern now is getting through Goalie. Justin Schrei, Garraza will have the same concerns. Chenzo down to P9. So a stroke of genius from Greg Jennings, getting through Kaname, MacT, and Chenzo. Garraza now getting through Schrei. Those guys who pit when Greg did, that's what I said, folks. Greg's strategy calls, 100%. Second I saw Greg pit and I didn't, I would be like, I fucked up. Even for B-Tom. Like, and my God, Greg, just going to have to negotiate Goalie here. Goalie, 10-second drive-through penalty, still on the hards. Unfortunate to see there. Misjudged the weather. 11 laps to go now, folks. Ferrari Pro and B-Tom. I don't know how good Ferrari Pro is in the wet conditions. I know B-Tom relishes them. Justin Schrei loves it. Jordan, too, wavy in P14 now, but he excels in the wet conditions as well. Emerge getting through Bats Plus right there. And now Justin Schrei and Kaname, a little wiggly. Goalie making that pit stop, speeding in the pit lane. 10 seconds, probably going to retire. The tire thing, Goalie, and then the 10 second just absolutely killed Goalie. But man, Goalie has found something lately. You know, we saw what he did the other night. This guy's a top tier driver. Any way you want to pack it up. I hope he doesn't retire, but yeah, we all know how good that guy is, man. How about B-Tom and Ferrari Pro? Ferrari Pro with probably the best performance I've seen from him in a Lightning Cup race, start to finish right here. Just no weird shit happening. Hanging with B-Tom, dry or wet. And my God, I love to see this from Ferrari Pro. He is on a mission right now. You should have seen him in Miami last night, folks. I haven't seen someone move that fast in Miami since DJ Pauly D. Absolutely incredible. But we have got to say right now, Greg Jennings and Garraza, that one lap undercut, stroke of genius. Garraza moving up, I don't know how many, he must have moved up a ton. Greg moved up 3 spots, and just for some kind of relation, Chenzo was in front of Greg when Greg pit, and now Chenzo is in P9. Greg up 3, Chenzo down 4 because of that. That undercut, that one lap undercut, look at what it did for guys like Tom, Schrei, Garraza, Greg. And my God, man. Stroke of genius. Greg Jennings, his highest finish in a Mushroom Cup race, P4 in our inaugural race in Spain. Joining full-time this season with Chenzo. Greg Jennings leaving the Mushroom Cup as a driver. He is the logo of the Mushroom Cup. I made the logo after him. He deserves it. He's earned that. He is Jerry West of our league. And man, if he can hang on here, but he's going to have to negotiate guys like Garraza, who I said very underrated, not as well known, but this guy can go. I've seen him beat Tom in races, so we know how good Tom is. So TTV Kaname still right there. Justin Schrei, of course. Greg loves the wet weather as well. Oh my God, Justin Schrei, a rare mistake, losing the back end there, and that is going to be killer. Chenzo now looking to get through. Chenzo will take advantage. Justin Schrei, a mental slip up there, and those little mistakes will be absolutely punishing here in the Lightning Cup. Devastating there for Schrei. Hopefully he will still fight and hang on. Saw Zeddy there in P10 after the podium last week. The Sauce Man. and just qualifying is so important in this. We saw it with Goalie there. Nowhere to really get through, even on the ideal tires. And Greg Jennings now in P3 over a second gap to the car behind. Chenzo in P8. Greg, of course, just driving a brilliant race, but that strategy call, that undercut, he does not make mistakes with this. He's better at than B-Tom with the strategy shit. He's the best. Greg Jennings, man. Chenzo and Stry still fighting a bit here, and Chenzo there getting that P8, trying to hold it. How about Tom and Garazza, though? Tom, of course, cut off his arm, his whole arm, a couple weeks ago, and driving with one hand up 4 spots. That's why he can't qualify, and just absolutely incredible, man. Garazza, though. Look at these two. They're in a voice party together right now. I should go in there, actually. I don't think they would like that. Fun fact, that is how I recruited Tom to the Lightning Cup. Dude wasn't responding to my messages, so I added him as a friend, then I hopped in his voice party. And, he was in the middle of a race when I hopped in, but the good part about that was he couldn't, like, leave or mute me, you know? So he kind of just, like, had to agree. Bro, this race in my league. He was like, oh, if I say yes, will you leave? Yeah. He's like, okay, I'll be there. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? Shout out to Tom. A caution out right there. Goalie retiring in the pits, and for some reason the game loves to send the guys' cars out unghosted when they retire in the pits. So, shout out to EA for that. Right now, Ferrari Pro and B-Tom are top 2, lap 19 at 27. This is a doozy, folks. Some of the best drivers having clean races, no chaos, no stupid crap, no safety cars. Goalie and Limitless Draco eliminated from this race. Goalie, though, putting on a show as always. And Greg Jennings qualified P4 today. Also, man, it was at the weather shit in qualifying. Greg is just the best at predicting that. The mad scientist of our league here. Always working on those formulas. Greg Jennings. Further up, though, Ferrari Pro and B-Tom. These guys are going to battle, folks. And, man, with Greg Jennings waiting in the wings, can you imagine these two locked horns both went off the track? And Greg Jennings wins? I will just run out of my house. If Greg wins, I'll just run out of my house and just run around the block. Like non-stop screaming. Hell yeah. Shout out Greg Jennings, Canadian here. This is a Greg Jennings power hour. He told me to stop glazing him as much. He's like, bro, like, can you stop saying how good I am? It kind of makes me, like, puts a lot of pressure on me. Good, bro. Some people perform well under pressure. Ferrari Pro and B-Tom, man. I love seeing this. I didn't know Ferrari Pro's skill in the wet weather, inclement conditions. Of course, from Australia, he can negotiate those snakes and crocodiles, but man, the weather in this race. Ferrari Pro. One day I will go to Australia. I just don't like long flights or tarantulas, but I will make it happen. I'm going right to Danny Rick's house, so 100%. That seems to be where the party is. B-Tom, Ferrari Pro, Gregory Jennings in P3, Garazza in P4. What a performance from Garazza. Career high for him at the moment. TTV Kaname up 2 spots. We know what he's capable of. And this race was really dictated by those pit stops and the timing of them. Look what it did for Greg Garazza. Hurting Mac T there, down 4. And Tom, again, 1998. This is Tom JM, but we all know it's 1998. Look at him go, man. Driving with one arm. The one-arm bandit, Tom. Absolutely incredible what he's able to accomplish. We know what he can do with 2 arms, and just with 1 arm here, I don't know how he's shifting or whatnot. Gotta love the dedication. Further up, though, Garazza. A little bit off the circuit, and he will relinquish P4 because of it. Oh man, heartbreaking there for Graza, but he still is in P5. The only problem is he's got the pit bull behind him, folks. This is the scariest sight in F1 games, folks. Mac T in your rearview mirror. Under that helmet, Mac T, I assure you, is not smiling. He ain't looking at Garaza, he's looking right through him. Look at the intensity of Mac T right there. If I saw this in my rearview, I'd be shitting myself, folks. I would absolutely be shitting myself. And let's see what Mac T can do. Mac T, of course, one of the most explosive and exciting overtakers in the game, but he doesn't just send it. It will be calculated too, man. For the amount of aggressive looking moves you see Mac T do, you don't see him crash too much, man. So, if ever, to be honest. And right now, the Garaza's going to look to defend, and yeah, nothing really there for Mac T, the man from Sin City, Vegas right now. And this is just a story of those pit stops, in my opinion, here. All these guys, quality in the wet, too. Justin Strye, not the race he's looking for. A yellow is out. Cam Rudy retiring in the pits. I'm going to see if we can get a quick word with him. Guys, you have media obligations. You can't just walk out. There's fines if you don't talk to the media, you know? There's fines. We have like press from all over the world here. They want to talk to you, Cam. The LGBT communities here. Anyways, 3 drivers now out of the race. Shout out to Bats Plus, one of the fastest guys in a couple games ago, one of the fastest guys. Just getting back into it. Didn't play 24, so I'm happy to give him seats in this race because I know how good he is and could be. And Goldfinch, if you're listening, that applies to you too, buddy. Come on home. Come on home. Goldfinch is just probably confused because the last time he played this game, I was just known for crashing. I still am. But yeah, some people it's kind of hard for them to wrap their head around the fact that the league I'm involved with is decent. For sure. Ritudo retiring now. Ritudo, bro. You only had 5 laps to go, man. I know you need to take that shot at tequila. Ritudo, sponsored by 1942, of course. But he will take any bar rail. I love Crazy Ritudo, Luis, one of the nicest guys. And a couple races ago, I just kept talking about his love for tequila, and I get a message like, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Let's invite him in here, man. Ritudo. And we will get back quickly, folks, but I just need to get a couple guys in here. Get Ritudo. I'll invite Formula Jonah, Gavachano. You never know. And we'll get back in a second. I'm so sorry, folks. Jordan, like Kelsbrook, Curry, Leader. Leader's like, I'll be there soon, bro. Okay, Leader. Okay, we can't do this right now. Owen, that'll be good. I'll get Owen in here. Spinella King. Sorry for all this, folks. Sorry for missing all that. Lap 23 or 27. You never know who's going to walk in that door. It's like gold and silver Pawn Shop in here. The Pawn Stars. Kind of hope Owen does. That'd be hilarious. But Greg Jennings now, within a second of those leaders there. Oh my God. B-Tom, Ferrari Pro, and Greg within a second. But he's got to beware and cognizant of the fact TTV is now 1.4 behind him. Greg Jennings, though. My God. B-Tom and Ferrari Pro definitely had a little battle. And man, oh man, Greg Jennings looking to make history, folks. You say I overrate, I say he's underrated. From undeniable to absolutely unstoppable to everybody else, man. Showing the world what I already knew. And for those other guys who don't know, Hemi is the best driver. Hemi's the best driver. Y'all just don't know it. That dude doesn't practice. He just shows up, doesn't know what track we're doing. When he does practice and shows up, he's winning these races. He doesn't like me saying that, but he's winning these races. Robin R. retiring from the session. 10-second penalty for underage drinking and a fake ID. Not going to work right there, Robin. Robin asked me to help him make a fake ID because I have Chat GPT. What am I going to do, bro? Look, your ID's already fake. It says that you're a male on it. Anyways, let's get Robin in here, though, quickly before we watch this finish. Robin hopefully still has the invite. My God, Robin. My God. Robin, if you could hear me. Oh, fuck, and he's not even... Dude, you guys on the appearing offline shit. Good lord. Oh, well. Lap 24-27. Robin, you already have an invite. You should be able to get in here. Greg Jennings and Kaname now. That whole top four. Kaname knocking on Greg Jennings' door, looking to take away this podium from Greg. Hopefully, Kaname won't. It's going to be super hard to get through here, though, as it always is. Everyone on those intermediate tires. Garraza and Tom, 1998. What a performance from the boys in the Kick Saubers. My God. Garraza, man, underrated. No one knows too much about him. I know he's top 10 every time. Maybe not like a top guy per se, but he has potential. I've seen him beat Tom before, folks, so if that says anything, we all know how good Tom 1998 is. Of course, once his arm grows back, he'll be back to full speed. Cut off his arm in a workplace accident. And yeah, just 2 weeks ago, too. So he's just been killing it now. It went from a finger to a hand to an arm. And now Tom and Garraza on the same tires, but man, we got to have a look here at this top four. B-Tom leading the way. Ferrari Pro P2. Gregory Jennings, the pride of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, looking to light a flame here. And of course now TTV Kaname looking to play spoiler, looking to ruin the Greg Jennings party. TTV, chill, bro. Come on, man. And yeah, Garraza, Tom. Greg with that pit stop, a stroke of genius. And Chenzo, as you see, was ahead of Greg. Greg pit a lap before Chenzo. And look how it paid dividends for Greg and hurt Chenzo there. Nonetheless, man, these guys are team players. They are both very happy right now, I assure you. Of course, Chenzo's not going to sit there and be like, yeah, I'm happy with P8, but he's going to look at this race as a success with the two cars where they are. And no, TTV Kaname sending it on Greg Jennings there, dude. And Greg, yeah, show him, Greg. You show him, bro. You show this guy. Greg Jennings right here. TTV Kaname from Orlando, Florida, the Magic Kingdom itself. When you wish upon a star, you better keep wishing if you think you're going to beat Greg Jennings. No, that didn't last too long. Anyways, Kaname making it through, Greg. Greg, it's not the end of the world, bro. You're safely P4. Safely P4, dude. Cam Rudy, hopefully you didn't leave the session yet, Cam, so you can just keep an eye on this race with me here.
No, I did leave. Sorry, mate.
Hop back in, because we have a lap left. What do you think I am? I need your help, bro.
I'm on it.
What do you think I called you to interview you? What, how's the food in the hospital? Anyway, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Cam.
Long race. It was a long, emotional race, that was.
You're the man, bro. Don't worry about it. We got a lap left, dude. Cam Rudy, the man. Winning? B-Tom, Ferrari Pro, Kaname, and Greg Jennings, the top four all tight. Can you hop back in here or no? Let's hop on the stream at least.
I'm trying to rejoin now.
That is Cam Rudy, admin and owner of CDR Racing Mondays. What time is it, Cam?
8 p.m. UK.
8 p.m. UK time, folks, on Mondays. Great league. Go shout out to Cam if you ever want to race there. And here we are, though, folks, about to have one lap to go. Greg Jennings, spectacular performance right there in P4. That undercut was huge. Shout out to the Kick Saubers. And right now, Ferrari Pro seeking his first ever Lightning Cup victory. He will have to do it against B-Tom. TTV is right there now. Greg Jennings in P4, Garraza, Tom, Mac T, Chenzo, Shry, and Illyrian. Our top 10 in what has been, man, this race was so freaking competitive. Cam, you just want to quickly talk on that, bro? Like, a tiny mistake and you're done.
Yeah, there was a few moments in, like, the mid-pack, especially at the start, where if you went just offline, you were in trouble. Someone was going to be on your inside, and happened quite a few times.
Absolutely.
It was a proper tire killer. When the rain came...
The rain. Also, no safety cars. It's hard to pass on this circuit, you know?
Yeah, just difficult race.
All right, Cam, but we just, we'll talk after, but we have to do this justice here. Half a lap remaining. We got a battle for the lead right now. Ferrari Pro looking to do it for Australia. This kangaroo about to pounce right now. Will B-Tom be able to hold him off and get his second win of the season after winning last week? Ferrari Pro looking for race win number 1 here in the Lightning Cup. Has had some bad luck with things out of everyone's control lately. or last season anyways. Tom, a 3-second penalty, which will be absolutely crippling for him. And now he's falling even further back. Devastating for Tom, who had P6 in the bag. Chenzo, Mac T, Shry, all moving up right there. And let's see if Ferrari Pro can really make something happen, though. With no DRS, it'll be exceptionally hard, as it already is at this circuit here. Many of these guys utilize that battery-saving strategy through Sector 1 and other places. Ferrari Pro in P2. Kaname perhaps looking to jump and get into P2. I don't know, though. B-Tom looks quite safe right now. It has been very difficult to overtake Cam. And no, Ferrari Pro losing it a little bit at the back end there. And contact, Kaname hitting him. I don't think this will change too much there, though. No damage, and look at this, B-Tom right now, the artist formerly known as B-Tom, after what we would call a cold spell, says, allow me to reintroduce myself. Winning here in Japan, Konnichiwa bitches, in P2, Ferrari Pro. Absolutely spectacular, complete race from him, not a single mistake. That may be the best race I've seen from him, win or not, because he was just fantastic. No mistakes, driving well in the rain and in the dry, and my God, folks. Mr. Gregory Jennings. You say I overrate him. I say, man, this guy has been absolutely spectacular. From undesirable to undeniable, baby. Greg Jennings in P4. Garraza with the best race of his Lightning Cup career here, surprising everybody, making himself known in P5. Mac T there in P6. And again, I think he was just a victim of pitting at the wrong lap. Same with Chenzo, but again, Chenzo a P7, Greg a P4. These two are going to be a force in constructors. Shry a P8 right there. Probably wanted a little better because he is amazing in the rain. We're going to get some drivers in here for interviews. Cam, feel free to stick around, bro. You can ask a question if you want to interview one of the
very quickly. I do apologize, mate. I've got
you need to go?
Off.
Well, you have a tea time?
Yeah. No. I'm just going to go and get some scran. Get some food.
What are you having, beans on toast?
Oh, cheesy beans on toast. I tell you, it's a good show, actually.
You guys love that, eh?
Oh, it's a
You
culture.
put butter on it, or what? You just
here.
like toast a piece of bread and put beans on it?
Toast. You get the cheese on underneath, so then the beans melt.
Oh, you put some cheese.
Oh.
Good lord, I feel bad for your girl after you eat that, bro. You just like fart and pull the sheets over her head.
She loves it.
She loves it. Oh boy. Man, we'll talk about that later, Cam. Anyways, Tom 1998. Later, Cam. Thanks for racing, bro. Tom 1998 picking up the fastest lap there in P9. Illyrian rounding out our top 10 there. And my God, folks, I got to catch my breath on that one. Garraza starting P10 there. And what a freaking race, folks. I'm going to interview some of these guys. You know who I'm going for. We already know who I'm going for. We got Ferrari Pro, B-Tom. TTV, man, you're on crossplay now, so, like, because of that, I can't really interview you anymore. Unfortunately, unless you have a PS account. But I would love to interview Tom Garraza, too, man. Garraza would be great to interview. Because he surprised me today. Fucking great race. Hold on one moment, Ferrari Pro. Here, just put on this P2 hat and enjoy some of our watered down orange juice. Just getting the guys in here. One moment, boys. Just give me 30 seconds here just to go take a sip. Cool down. Let's see if Tom wants to have a word. Guys, just give me 30 seconds, please. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, but the Netflix cameras are in here, though, just so you know.
Oh, it's the cool down room.
Oh, sorry, what?
It's just a cool down room. You guys are just standing there, like, watching highlights of the race on a screen while I take a leak. Okay. You could throw the P2 hat at Ferrari Pro or something, you know? Do something dramatic.
Oh, B-Tom impeded Goatley and Quali. He's DSQ'd, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, not my greatest moment.
Oh, fuck, he's here. Oh, fuck. Okay, go.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask him about that, but we'll ask him about that after. You know? We gotta get to the hard-hitting, important questions before I go there. So first off, Tom, why did you impede Goatley on practice or qualifying? So I noticed that. Were you just like out to lunch, or were you just giving him a receipt for an earlier incident?
I thought everybody was on their out lap because I went out super early. Because I thought I had enough time to get in 3 runs, but clearly I didn't. So, yeah, I just made an assumption and I was wrong. So.
That's all right, bro. It might be like a 3 race ban, but
no, just 10-second bone. That'll be good. 10 seconds.
We'll see. Honestly, you guys don't let me near the racing stuff, so we'll see. I don't even know if Goalie knows how to report. So, it wouldn't take away his win anyways. Wouldn't it be like a quali?
No,
you guys
quali stuff should always be separated.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, though, before we get into all that, I am going to start right here. I would love, guys. We all know I might be a little biased here, but you guys know who I'm cheering for and what team I'm cheering for in this race. I love everyone here, but Greg and Chenzo are my guys. And again, to see the performance today, before we get to Greg, I just want to talk to Chenzo here. Chenzo, you want to talk about the huge difference maker in this race, in my opinion, and that was Greg making that 1 lap undercut. He overtook 3 people, and I think you fell 3 positions.
Yes, so what happened was the VSC came right as I was about to pass the pit lane. I maybe could have tried to get in the pits, but it would have been such a quick turn,
Fair.
I think I probably would have crashed or something. So right away I told Greg that he should pit, and I was gonna stay out just see what I could do. But yeah, in the end, that was the best thing to do.
It wasn't a case of Greg accidentally giving you the less ideal strategy again?
No, absolutely not. Last week was on me. But yeah, no, it was just a matter of I was about to pass the pit entry, and it was just better for Greg to do it.
Well, look, bro, again, I know you're not the kind of guy who's your goal is never to be P7 no matter where you race, but I think today, considering it was a good race, not just for you, but when you think about what the team did again, I know you guys were saying, I think top 8 was our goal for both cars.
10.
My goal was 8.
10.
You guys say 10, but my goal for you guys is 8. And I think, you guys, Chenzo, I know P7 is not your best race ever, but I think considering how the race went in this league, second race full time, a good showing, I think, no?
Absolutely, yeah, and I was actually P9, so I managed to make up 2 spots. So yeah.
100%, bro. And when you and Greg get next to each other as teammates, bro, you are just impossible to. So.
Yeah, man. I think if the rain hadn't been a factor, maybe we could have, fought for. Or I mean, Greg would have been in the same spot. I probably would have been right next to him.
Fair enough.
But it is what it is. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
Well, Chenzo, bro, I want to thank you again for doing Lightning Cup. Obviously, you've been in the Mushroom Cup 4 years, our winningest driver, most championships. You and Greg are the reason I exist. So thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Of course, Chenzo. See you next week. Next up, we are going. Well, BXT's in here. He wasn't in the race, but BXT, just say hi.
Hi.
There you go.
I was
Hang
in
around.
the race.
Well, there actually
I was
is.
the one that was telling Emerge what to do every lap.
All right. We'll talk to you in a second, BXT. I have to interview the drivers, but hello. Thank you for being here. Love you. Okay, we're going to P3 we can't go to, so we're going to go right to P4, folks. And I get ripped on. I say I overrate Greg. People say I overrate Greg Jennings. All I said was he's the best driver in the world.
Oh,
you guys need to chill. He doesn't like when I do this either. I get texts like, yo, stop saying all that shit, dude. It makes me But Greg, man, regardless of what you think skill-wise, we'll call it keep it a buck. Maybe you're not the fastest guy here, but when it comes to that race management, race strategy, IQ, and race pace, you're as good as anybody I know. And again, today it showed itself today with that pit stop. You're so good at just analyzing the weather conditions, tires. Want to talk about the race today, buddy? P4.
Yeah, for sure. So, as you asked Chenzo, the VSC was kind of the turning point there. Chenzo was right ahead of me. I think we were 6th and 7th or something around that at the time. And it came out, and as Chenzo said, I think there was an opportunity for him to pull to the right, but it would have been very chaotic. Might have risked his car, and maybe I would have followed him in. It would have been a chaotic situation. So I think like in the team in that moment, like Chenzo like said no, go for it, and that gave me the confidence to dive in there. And it was really lucky because I didn't want to be behind him, of course. I wanted to be ahead, but then I ended up behind him, and then it ended up working out in my favor. So that's definitely a great degree of luck. But I will say overall, the wet pace especially was really, really good. I know the top two were battling, but I was reeling them in slowly. And if only Kaname had just been a little bit further away, who knows? Maybe P3 was possible.
Bro,
but either way, we told you at the start of the day, Bo, and we were happy with 10th or 8th and above. And I think as a team, we can come away very happy with this one. Obviously, some luck came into it, but we're up there, and we're only getting better. And looking forward to next week already, man.
You know what? It's racing too, bro. Like anyone who wins any race, they've had a little bit of luck at least. You know, you have to. It's just part of winning, and you put yourself in those positions. And I just want to get a word on man, you did a great job keeping Goalie at bay at the start of the race. He was on those medium tires. Yeah. Was it a more of a case of it being very difficult to overtake here? That's what I was seeing today. And he never really had a realistic chance of passing you. You want to just elaborate on that?
He had one great opportunity heading up to Spoon. He was on the left side, which is the inside. He was keeping me under a lot of pressure, and I think Chenzo's teamwork and kind of giving me the slipstream was what made the difference, because if Chenzo not been there, I think he would have got me a lot easier. And you're right, it was really hard to pass. You would just get close to someone, and then the S's would come, and you'd lose all your progress. So it was just vital just to, put that little extra bit of your elbow out, just to make sure that you get that defense completed, and ended up working out, because he was a massive threat at the start. Absolutely. All over me.
Always, yeah. Shout out to Goalie too, though, for not doing anything crazy. And Greg, overall, bro, this ties your best career finish in the Mushroom Cup, I believe, a P4, which is just a crazy result, bro. It's a fucking crazy result. And when I was trying to get you in this league, I'd make comments like, "Oh, you just want to be a big fish in a small pond, eh?" And I can't say that shit anymore, dude. So you're a shark in the ocean. So well done.
I'm loving the competition. Thank you to all the Lightning Cup drivers. I'm relatively new to the grid still, but I'm really enjoying it. It's looking like a great league to be a part of, and we're looking forward to Monza, I think it is, next Sunday.
Beautiful, Greg. Thank you so much. Nothing but love, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
Greg Jennings, right there. Okay, next up, I want to give a shout out to P3, TTV Konami, not here, but we are going to go to the legend from the Down Under, Ferrari Pro. Are you with us, or have you fallen asleep, my friend?
Oh, I've nearly fallen asleep. But,
nearly falling asleep. So just to let everyone know here, Ferrari Pro, these races, are they 4 a.m. on Monday for you, I believe?
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. now, and the race started at 4 a.m.
And he's doing this weekly, folks. Not to mention last night he had PRL, then he stayed up to watch the F1 race. He has not slept. And I just... First of all, I want to thank you. We all thank you. But, man, today, I know it was a P2, but today was one of the most impressive races I've seen from you, bro, in the sense that we got to see you race in both conditions. You hung with B-Tom. You had some opportunities to potentially beat him. And, bro, I thought you were amazing today. I thought you were amazing last night, too, at Miami, and there was other issues. But you want to talk about lately how, even at your level, it seems like you found a little something in the last couple of weeks.
I don't know. I think just trying out a bit more of the setups and all that, like just watching a lot more videos and like what methods there are to F125 setups, and just also trying them out more than I used to when I get the time. So I think just trying different setups and then seeing which one works the best, or what parts of that setup work the best with me. I don't know. So I think I'm adapting like the setups better than me, but no, I think just putting in some laps and then obviously enjoying it. Like F125 so far, apart from the glitches, it's been pretty good. So no, I think I don't know, just putting in the laps, putting a little bit of the grind in, and having fun about it also.
Yeah, and you know, your first Lightning Cup race, it was a rain race in Canada, and your first comment to me kind of was like, I can't believe how fast everyone was in the wet, kind of thing. And I'm not going to lie, that race, you were off pace in the wet. And now to see your pace today in the wet, how do you like racing in the rain? Has that always been a thing? Or have you improved on that as well lately, do you think?
I'd never say I've always been the quickest in the wet, which I'll happily accept. Like, it's one hell of a skill, but...
You haven't, but today you look like one of them.
Yeah, I do enjoy racing in the rain though, because it is good fun. You can slide around, and it's really satisfying and very fun to control the car. So yeah, whenever there's like a wet race, like you just get excited because anything can happen. But I think in terms of pace, like it's usually up and down. But yeah, I think honestly today I don't want to play like a car excuse, but I think I just ran too low wings or whatever in the dry. So I don't know, it could have just been me also, and especially when I was following in the dirty air with Beaton. So
Of course.
no, it's good fun in the wet. I like it.
Absolutely, and I don't even think the car thing's not an excuse, bro. All you guys are super good, and sometimes it might come down to having your setup a little better than the other guys, so it's a real reason too, man. And I'm just happy to have you in the league, bro, so thank you.
No, that's alright. I'm just, just trying to get everything through my brain right now. I don't think I've pulled an all-nighter like this in years, so yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, man, well, next time you need to, just call HMP Hooligans, he'll help you out. No, shut up, bro. Go take a nap or something, dude. We all love you over here, man, and great racing lately, dude. Fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for the commentary. Also, I'll have a replay of I'll watch a replay of the race when I get some Z's.
Yeah, I think it'll help you because I was just giving some of my breakdowns too and my tips on there too. So, yeah. All right, thank you, Ferrari, bro.
All right, thank you, mate. Thank you.
All right. Next up, we're going to go to B-Tom here, race winner, taking both of our races so far this season. BXT, you want to ask him the first question? You're in here. Let's put you to work. Any questions for B-Tom?
How did you feel driving in the rain? Because I saw a lot of people struggling, went early for the undercut with that VSC, but was very, very sketchy the first laps. I saw just emerge, for example, on just a lap and a half he was already destroyed, the Inters overheating them.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, honestly. I just had a lot of understeer. So probably up until like the last 3 or 4 laps, I was just trying to save my tires because the track was still relatively dry, even though it was enter conditions. So that and the fact that I had more wing than Ferrari Pro and was going to be slow in the straights, like I couldn't afford to push and then make a mistake and go wide, because if he got by, then I wouldn't have been able to get by him again. So yeah, just saving my tires and then making sure I got a good exit onto the long straights every single lap. But it wasn't really particularly tricky, just hard to rotate the car. You can use the rear tires to do it by sliding the car around a bit, but obviously if you do that, chances are you'll overheat the rears early on. So I just decided not to do that.
B-Tom, it's T-Bone. Okay, first off, bro, great race again, man. I think, you know, you're cool with any conditions, but with you normally it's like the harder the conditions, the more into it you are. So first of all, like in the rain, obviously, sometimes people forget to mention you when they're talking about all the rain guys because it's just assumed. But yeah, you did your thing today. What I kind of want to know is the importance of qualifying in this league at this circuit. I believe you started P3, and moving up those 2 spots is not easy in this circuit in these conditions. You want to just talk about how maybe you've put a little more of an emphasis on qualifying lately?
Yeah. With this game, the dirty air is quite a bit stronger, so track position is actually pretty important. In the previous game, you could pretty much sit behind nose to tail, and you'd be fine. And then also the engine overheats a lot on this game when you're in dirty air for an extended period of time, so that's another thing that makes overtaking harder. So naturally, as a consequence of that, it's more worth your time to put more effort into qualifying. So that's what I've done recently. I kind of got it wrong today. because I went out way too early for my last run, and the track was still improving a lot. So that was a little annoying, but I had a good start for once in my life in this game. Got by Matt T, and I think that was crucial because he didn't quite have the pace of Ferrari Pro9. So had I been stuck behind him, I think Ferrari Pro might have had a pretty easy time winning this race. But yeah, I've just been trying to work on quality, making sure I'm executing it well, and then just practicing it so I can be towards the front more often than not. So.
Of course, bro. And again, I tell people all the time, listen, skill and the pace is all good and all, but one thing with you, I've known you for like 5 years. You've come a long way in the just keeping your composure. You know, you were never like crazy or whatever, but you know, you would have your moments where you'd freak out, cuss someone out, and like, man, you're so zen. Like in the last year or so, you want to talk about how you kind of just keep your cool. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. The last week, you've kind of been on a cold streak for you. And when I say that, just you haven't been winning every race, you know. You want to talk about how you just keep your composure, and does any kind of like frustration come up knowing you haven't won a race in a couple races, or you stay race to race?
Obviously it's frustrating at the time when you don't win.
Yeah.
Especially if you feel like you had the pace to do so.
Yep.
You're just unlucky or made a mistake of some sort, but I tend to just try and figure out what I got wrong if I did get something wrong, and then just address it for next time. So yeah, there are times like when you get frustrated during a race and that sort of thing. Like last week at Australia, I forget who it was, but like I was trying to overtake him because he had no battery and he was on the oldest tires of anyone on the track, and I was on fresh tires, and he just like turned in like I didn't exist and nearly wiped me out.
Oh.
So I was frustrated for like maybe 20-30 seconds, and then I was like, alright, I need to lock in. Cause,
again, like,
you know,
he doesn't have to like move over and shit, but if he's turning in on you, that's a problem, you know. So
yeah.
100%, man. But yeah, you're very stoic when you race, man, and I think that's actually a huge part of your success. Like even when I watch your streams, like you're not even breathing. It's like, you know. So you've come a long way, bro, and I really think it's an asset to your overall skill.
Thank you.
Of course, man. BXT, any final comments here?
I need to train his teammate even more in quali, because what he did today in quali was outrageous.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely incredible overall. We're grateful for this Lightning Cup, watching this shit. Next week we do have Monza, I believe Greg said. I want to give a shout out to B-Tom. I want to give a huge shout out to BXT, man. This guy's a fucking legend over here, BXT. I know me and him fight all the time, but it's all love. So in front of everyone, I want to say BXT's a man. You guys need to know that. Congrats to everybody, man. Congrats to everyone who raced. It was a pleasure to watch. B-Tom, any final comments from you?
Good racing. Seemed like there were no major incidents as far as I could tell.
It was good.
Cars, unlike the week before.
Oh God.
So, and this race was a lot trickier. So, fair play to everyone racing. I think the next round is Monza, so that'll probably be chaotic.
0-0 wins.
yeah, I think everybody will probably do something like that.
Well, look, guys, you know, safety cars happen. Australia, first race of the season. Australia's already, you're going to get a propensity for safety cars. Today, we didn't have any, so yeah, it's going to be race to race. But Monza, you think we'll get one? Reduced? Safety car? I don't know.
I mean, it's
Maybe.
hard to follow in Sector 2, but you gain pretty much all of it back with DRS in Sector 1.
Yeah. Either way, with all these drivers, bro, it's like it's hard to see two guys crashing that bad, but things happen, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun either way. So.
Absolutely, and today was a blast. Thank you, everybody, today, and we'll see you next week. Shout out B-Tom, BXT.